Good morning, students. Today we shall discuss a few other utility functions. Last time we discussed some part of the utility function. Now we shall discuss some other utility functions. Okay. Now we have different utility functions from which we shall at least complete 3-4 today. First utility function I have written here, you see, utility function for perfect substitutes. Utility function for perfect substitutes. From the very beginning, let me tell you first that perfect substitute goods are rarely found. In the real world, no two goods are perfect substitutes. But only for academic purpose, academic interest, we read this perfect substitute goods utility function. Okay. Next, what is perfect substitute? What is perfect substitutes? Now, when a consumer, when a person is willing to substitute one good for the other at a constant rate, at a fixed rate, that good is called perfect substitute goods. That means a consumer, he will be indifferent, he will be he is ready to give up the same amount of a good to get the same amount of another good. Here the rate of exchange, here the rate of marginal rate of substitution is constant. That is called perfect substitutes. Here, he doesn't gain, doesn't lose by getting one more unit of another commodity. So, in that case, what goods can be your perfect substitutes? Let us take the example of a student who wants petrol for his bike. Now, he can fill up the bike, he can get the petrol from Indian Oil petrol pump. He can get his bike filled up from the Bharat Petroleum petrol pump. He can get it filled up from Hindustan Petroleum. So he can get from any petrol pump. Now all these goods, all these petrol pumps, as I said, are perfect substitutes of each other. He is indifferent among them because every petrol from every petrol pump has almost equal price and has equal quality. So these are the perfect substitute goods. Now in case of perfect substitute goods, what should be the utility function? See here, let us say two goods x1, x2. So utility function of x1 and x2 is equal to, I have written here, you see, alpha x1 plus beta x2. तमें कहो सर अल्फा बीटा कौन ताका यूज कले now the alpha and beta, these are all mathematical constants. Okay, so alpha and beta, they are constants, so they have no meaning here. Simply it is written only to show the proportionality, the fixed proportion between x and y. So here alpha x1 plus beta x2. So total utility function of x1 and x2 is equal to alpha x1 plus beta x2. So then what will be the marginal rate of substitution? हमें जानते हैं marginal rate of substitution कौन? The delta y by delta x. That is, we can write dx2 by dx1. x2 is y, x1 is x. So dx2 by dx1 is equal to, हमें क्या लिख परिवार is equal to alpha by beta, because alpha x1 and x2 alpha and beta are constant. So dx2 by dx1, the marginal rate of substitution is equal to alpha by beta, and it is constant. So it is constant why? Now alpha is constant, beta is constant. So constant by constant is constant. So here the marginal rate of substitution is constant. So the utility function for perfect substitutes is always constant. Remember this, and here we have drawn this here. You see, this is the marginal this is the utility function of x and y. This is good x, this is good y, this is good x. So x1, x2, you see, this is a straight line. This is also called as linear and homogeneous utility function, because here x1 and x2, their marginal rate of substitution is very much constant. You see here, it is very much constant. The change of x and change of y is constant. So therefore, it is a linear straight line. It is a straight line which shows MRS is equal. So here in this case, the utility function is, you can say, linear, it is equal, it is constant. Right? Now the second utility function is for perfect complements. For perfect complementary goods. As I told you that perfect substitute goods are never found in the real world. They are just imaginary concepts. We simply read this for academic interest. Similarly, for perfect complements, nowhere in the world we find perfect complements. We have complements, we have substitutes, but we have no perfect substitutes. Similar is the case with perfect complements. Nowhere do we ever find perfect complements. Now, what are complementary goods? Now, perfect complements are those goods where we consume two or more goods simultaneously to fulfill one particular want, and these goods which we fulfill, they are at a fixed ratio. They are at a fixed ratio. We fulfill these wants, we fulfill these goods, we complete these goods at a fixed ratio, or these goods are very much proportional, fixed proportion. They have a fixed proportion among themselves, because without the proportion, the want cannot be fulfilled. So we get utility only if we get these two or three commodities at a time simultaneously at a fixed proportion. So I was taking the example of a bike, petrol. Take the example of the same thing. A bike and petrol, they are complementary goods. They are perfect complements. You see, in after every 50 kilometers, you have to add 1 more liter of petrol. For every 50 kilometers, you have to add. So here it is proportional. 50 kilometers, 1 liter petrol. Without that, the bike will not run. So they are perfect complements. You can take the example of tea. A cup of tea requires tea dust, then milk, then sugar, then your gas, water, all this. So they are complementary. But for in case of perfect complements, remember, the proportion between the two goods always remain constant. If the proportion is not maintained, then these perfect complements utility function cannot be shown. We can just show it, the utility function, we can show it mathematically. You see, utility function x1 and x2 is equal to minimum alpha x1 and beta x2. Here again, alpha and beta are constants. So we have written here minimum. What is minimum? Minimum is the least amount of change in x and y. Minimum amount of change. मुझे कहली 1 लिटर पेट्रोल पकईली 50 किलोमीटर गला आउ 1 लिटर पेट्रोल पकईबी হয়তো 51 किलोमीटर যাই পারে 49 किलोमीटर যাই পারে সে কোন এক্সাক্ট সেমতি ଅଛି যে ঠিক 50 किलोमीटर হলা পরে সে আউট পেট্রোল পকাইবি সেমতি তো নাই বেলে বেলে 48 किलोमीटर भी जाउची बेले बेले 52 किलोमीटर भी जाउची तो टिके माइनर चेंज में भी देयर therefore we write here minimum alpha x1 beta x2. So the minimum change, there is a fixed proportion, no doubt that there is fixed proportion between x and x1 and x2. But the minimum, there may be a slight minimum negligible meager change in x and y. So therefore we have written minimum alpha x1 and beta x2. So that is because these two are proportionally, very much proportional to each other. Therefore, alpha x1 is equal to beta x2. If you want to take its marginal rate of substitution, how can you show it? So we know that the marginal rate of substitution is delta y by delta x, that is x2 by x1 is equal to, again the same thing, alpha by beta. So it is alpha by beta, and alpha by beta is equal to a fixed proportion. That is, a fixed proportion exists between the two goods x1 and x2. Therefore, here in this case the proportionality is maintained between the two goods, between the petrol and the bike, as I told you. So here we can say the utility function, what shape it will take. Now it will take the shape of a right angle. This will be of this shape. This is a right angle. In case of perfect complements, here you have written utility function is equal to minimum of alpha x1 plus beta x2. Okay, this is good y, this is good x, or you can say x or x2, x1, whatever you like. So this is the utility function for perfect complements, for perfect substitutes. Next, third is utility function for homothetic preferences. Utility function for homothetic preferences. Now, homothetic preferences, utility function that we discussed first is perfect substitutes and perfect complements. These two come under the homothetic preferences. When the consumer's utility function is fixed, constant, they have a constant ratio of the two goods, fixed ratio of the two goods, constant ratio of the two goods, fixed proportion of the two goods. When the MRS depend upon this, we call this as homothetic preferences. I repeat, when the marginal rate of substitution of the two goods in the utility function depend very much upon but they are either proportional, fixed proportional to each other, or they are very much constant, then we call these utility functions as homothetic preferences. The utility function is said to be homothetic. In our example, the utility function for perfect substitutes and the utility function for perfect complements, they are totally homothetic in nature, because here the utility function is totally proportional, is constant. Here there is a fixed proportion between the ratios of x and y. There is constant ratio here, there is proportional ratio here. Therefore, these two are called homothetic preferences utility function. Right? Now the fourth one is utility function for non-homothetic preferences. Non-homothetic preferences. Now when the marginal rate of substitution of two goods in the utility function never depend upon the fixed ratio of the two goods or proportional ratio of the two goods, it doesn't depend upon the formula x2 by x1, or as I said, the ratio doesn't depend upon x2 by x1 or delta y by delta x, doesn't depend upon that formula. We call this as non-homothetic preferences. Non-homothetic preferences ସେତେବେଳେ ହେବ ଯେତେବେଳେ marginal rate of substitution ଟା ଆଦୌ depend କରିବନି the fixed proportion or constant proportion or fixed ratio or constant ratio of the two goods ଉପରେ depend କରିବନି, ତାକୁ ଆମେ କହିବା non-homothetic preferences. Here, if the quantities of the two goods never remain constant, here quantity of the two goods remain constant, here quantity of the two goods were proportional, but here quantity of the two goods will never remain constant, one remain constant, other changes. It may so happen if you consume two goods x and y, x remaining constant, y may change, y remaining constant, x may change. So here marginal rate of substitution for the x and y or two goods very much depend upon the good that changes. It doesn't depend upon delta y by delta x বা x2 by x1. जो द्रव्यटी जो गुडटी चेंज होइथिबो से गुड ऊपर डिपेंड करिवो मार्जिनल रेट ऑफ सब्स्टिट्यूशन. ओके, तेणु आम कहूँ नॉन होमोथेटिक प्रिफरेंसेस कहीं एठी दीटा गुड भितर यूटिलिटी फंक्शन ना कांस्टेंट अच्छी ना फिक्स प्रोपोर्शन मेंटेन होची. तेणु एटा होची नॉन होमोथेटिक. देखो मुझे लिखिली मैथमेटिकल देखा ना यूटिलिटी फंक्शन x1 एंड x2 इज इक्वल टू x1 प्लस log x2. मु log x2 कहीं लिखिली तो x1 लिखिली, x1 टा होची कांस्टेंट, x1 डजंट चेंज, सो log x2 मींस x2 चेंजेस, दैट इज अ चेंज इन x2. प्रथम हमें आसा x2 केस को, x2 shows a reduction in marginal utility. ओके, आमर दीटा गुड x1 और x2 भितर किए चेंज होउछ ताले x2 चेंज होउची. x2 shows a diminishing trend, a reduction in marginal utility. So x2 shows reduction in marginal utility. So marginal utility of x2 केते हबो ना del u by del x square, square नो एटा 2 del x2. ओके, marginal utility of x2 केते हबो del u, एटा d ने del u by del x2 is equal to 1 by x2 because it changes. এটা কনস্ট্যান্ট রহুনি, এটা ডিমিনিশ করছি, কমে যাଉଛି. সো আর ভ্যালু কেবে 1 হবনি. যেটা কনস্ট্যান্ট রহিব, যেটা ফিক্সড রহিব, जोटारे x और y रो वैल्यू चेंज होबनी, x और y भीतर प्रोपोर्शन मेंटेन हेतिबो, रेशियो मेंटेन हेतिबो, तार वैल्यू 1 रहिबो. बट हियर बिकॉज इट इज चेंजिंग, इट इज डिमिनिशिंग, सो इट इज 1 by x square x2. এটা হচ্ছে x2 কথা গলা. x1 को आसो, x1 shows constant mu, x1 रो mu टा constant रहिछ. तुम कहले दीटा जे गोटे चेंज होछ बोले 2 चेंज होछ, 1 constant अछि, सो mu x1 is equal to del u by del x1 is equal to 1 because it is constant, it doesn't change. So here MRS is equal to mu x1 by mu x2 is equal to 1 by, देखो x1 होच 1, mu x1 होच 1, mu x2 होच 1 by x2, ताले 1 by x2 is equal to उल्टे दियो 1 by 1 into x2 is equal to x2. So here MRS the marginal rate of substitution of the two goods depend upon the good that changes. In our example, good x2 changes, x1 remain constant, x2 changes, therefore x2 MRS xy our last वाला x2, that is MRS xy or MRS marginal rate of substitution of the two goods very much depend upon, here in this case depend upon x2 because x2 is the good which changes but x1 remain constant. So here marginal utility is affected, is determined, is influenced by the good which changes, by the good which changes. Here in our example the good has changes to x2. Okay, so therefore this is called non-homothetic differences utility function. तेणु ये चार्टा बर्तन पढ़ा गला for perfect substitutes, utility function for perfect complements, for homothetic differences, for non-homothetic differences. Okay, आउ गोटे कि दीटा कौन अच्छी तुम नेक्स्ट टाइम कहबी, सैटरडे दिन कहबी. तेबे गोटे कथा मन रख पिले, तुम मानकर एग्जाम सेमिस्टर 2 से हेलानी 3 तो निश्चित हम. एग्जाम जो पैटर्न अच्छी से 60 मार्क अच्छी शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस, 1 मार्क क्वेश्चंस, 2 मार्क क्वेश्चंस, 3 मार्क क्वेश्चंस, 10 मार्क ओनली दीटा अच्छे एंटायर ग्रुप रो मात्र दीटा क्वेश्चन आसो 10 मार्क. So your maximum thrust should be on short questions. How to excel in short questions. जो पिला short question नो भला कला 60 तो से चाहे 60 भी आनी परिबो. तेणु give more importance on concept clearing. The entire course must be thoroughly read. बही भल भाव पढ़ो. 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark and questions must be properly prepared. जो टेक्स्ट बुक तुमको लास्ट टाइम कही टेक्स्ट बुक सब से बुक किणले तो से क्वेश्चन पाइबो नाही. नो टेक्स्ट बुक एवर राइट्स 1 mark questions or 2 mark questions. So for that I would advise you to purchase one key book. जब प्लस टू तुम्हें किणुल तुम सब कौन सैंपल पेपर्स सेमती सैंपल पेपर नहले भी ब्रिलियंट बा तुम उषा गाइड एमती किसी गाइड्स आसूची जो गाइड तुम्हें किणव व्हिच विल हेल्प यू अ लॉट टू फाइंड आउट दी टिक्की क्वेश्चंस 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark questions फॉर योर एग्जामिनेशन. तेणु से टेक्स्ट बुक तो आण पढ़ाई बट फॉर बेटर स्कोरिंग आम फ्रांकली कहले मु जो वैल्यूएशन कथा कहूँ तुम जो खाता आम सब देखुचु अनुस्कार सब से आम 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark को भल कि देखुचु. बट लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन तुम कौन लिखुच वी हैव नो टाइम टू सी एत भल कि देखुना. ताने मुझे कहूँ तुम लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन भल कि लेखनी बोली लेख बट रिमेंबर 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark carry maximum importance and your maximum mark will come from that. So your interest lies there. तेणु से समस्त गोटे गाइड किण प्रिपेयर प्रॉपर्ली कर से क्वेश्चन को एग्जामिनर भल भाव देखो खाली मु नुहे एवरीबॉडी एवरी एग्जामिनर ऑफ द स्टेट on properly looks for 1 mark, 2 mark and 3 mark questions. But nobody totally reads the long question. तो long question तो पढ़ो no doubt छाड़बन के बट ये क्वेश्चन भल पढ़ ताप प्लीज गेट one guide from the market and you read and properly prepare it. Right? Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Next time we shall meet.